West Tigers will host the Titans at Leichhardt Oval for the Saturday afternoon clash for the Beanie for Brain Cancer round. I'm Renee Gartner and I'm joined by Josh Mansour to unpack all the games, including this one, and to the West Tigers first. They're going to be further tested when it comes to their depth in this one. They've lost both their halves in Lachlan Galvin and also Jaden Sullivan as well too. How will the coaching strategies of Benji sort of be adapted to overcome these gaps, I guess, they're finding now?
It's not the start of a coaching career you want, do you, for poor old Benji? Again, the Tigers are up against it. They're always going to be up against it this year. You can see where they're trying to go. They really want to try and bleed as many youngsters, through to get and gain NRL experience. But yeah, I think the injury toll hasn't helped. Suspensions, discipline. It's a bit of a frustrating start for the Tigers, and I'm not here to lay the boot in them, but they obviously haven't been up to it. They have a lot of inexperience in their side, and you can see what he's trying to do. He's got Aiden Caesar back alongside Api Coruscant in the halves instead of his preferred position at hooker. They are playing at Leichhardt Oval, which is a massive plus. They do get a lot of confidence playing out there, particularly in front of their home fans. So, yeah, they're definitely up against it.
Tactically, how will they use, like you just mentioned, Api moving into a different position as well too, and then Caesar coming back in. How do you see that then playing out?
I feel, again, discipline. Very similar to the Broncos in that respect, but I think they just... silly errors, silly sin binnings where it just wasn't needed. Again, I think everyone's got to step up again. Benji has put everyone on notice. If actions don't change, the players will. So, yeah, it's a tough time to be a Tigers player. And again, I feel like the simpler the better for the Tigers. Like I touched on, a lot of inexperience on that side. It's very easy to say, like, play simple footy, but it's not easily done.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, well, over to the Titans, and they were another team looking for answers following their round 14 loss. They have said it was ill discipline, old habits, and the theme was all across this post-match press conference for quite a few teams, but in particular they've been playing so well for the past 2 months. And is it just a blip on the radar that we're seeing with this one, or is there a lot more going on there?
I think they got ambushed by Souths. I think Souths out-enthused them in every single area. They got torn to shreds defensively. I just feel like they didn't turn up with the right attitude, to be totally honest with you. And again, I think Desi would have been obviously putting a few players on notice as well in that Titans outfit, and a few makeshift changes, and I feel a few players that definitely have to step up on that side as well. Like we've always touched on the Titans. They've been brave, but last week was definitely, in my opinion, they dropped the ball and came underprepared.
Another one where they've struggled with that halves partnership as well too. I mean, Jaden Campbell sort of coming into that sort of partnership. You've got to build that, and it's they're young players that we're dealing with as well.
Like everything evolves around Kieran Foran, we know that, but you can't leave all the responsibility on him. Obviously it's a 13 players take the field every week, and I thought David Fafita was good in aspects of his game, but again, like, he's going to have to come with a big performance this week as well. I'm sure he's going to want to push for a starting or even a bench position in that Queensland outfit.
All right, who are you picking?
I'm going to go to Titans. I feel like we talk about stability, right? Both teams, pretty frantic at the moment, but I feel like the Titans, they've got a pretty steady halfback there, which in Kieran Foran, which I'm sure will get them over the line.
All right, so you're sitting with it was a blimp on the radar, and Titans on top for this one. Well,
get
thank you
back on the saddle.
If you want to see this match live, head to nrl.com/tickets. If you can't get to the game, remember you can watch it on Foxtel, Sky New Zealand or KO. Kick-off is at 3 p.m.